What's up there, folks? So we got a new project here, and I'll be honest with you, working on that Cub with the seized engine. This one was still looking at me right in the eye, staring at me in the corner there. I have more fear about this tractor here than I do have the Cub, and I don't know why. The engine does spin freely, but let's take a look around this and see what we have going on, because there's some really bad looking things so far from my quick gander I've taken at. But it is complete. It's cool. I believe it's a 53 Country Squire tractor. Has the Briggs & Stratton engine on it, not the Wisconsin. So there's that. So let's take a look around. Thank you for joining me. So let's soak this beautiful thing up. I mean, it's got a lot of potential. If you've seen the short of the motor going, it's kind of a little bit of a weak start. But it's a good looking tractor. So here's some things. It might, need tires. I don't know. Here, let's see if the other side's any better. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. The rims are in good shape, Come back here. I gotta say, I think I've seen rims in better shape, so if I get it running on the rear end of this, we're gonna need rims. That's just, I mean, it's not savable. I don't think it is. I thought about, if I do get this running, to just get some tubes for these rear tires, because they're really not that bad on the tread. Motor deck actually looks fantastic. It's in really good shape. Nothing there to patch. Blades are good. Steering wheel's a little weird. Like when you're, here's the seat and the wheel's over there, so you're kind of like hanging over, twisting about. It's a little awkward, but get over it. These handles here are your rear brakes. Have no clue if those work. I believe this is called your final drive. And there's a lot of grease fittings on this. There's a manual lift in the back. 3-point hitch. Kind of. But it's manual. So you got this little knob here to move it around, and it moves the deck around also. But here we go. We got a Briggs & Stratton. Okay. And it's a 9 horsepower, same as the Cub. Heavy duty. I like the color of this engine. I don't know if you guys can see that. I pressure washed it, like the base down here, just to kind of see it up top, and it has this like gold color that's really, really cool. I don't know. Concerning things though, is it spins but it turns over slowly. Then the battery leaks. It leaks. But it's a free battery, so I'm alright on that. Came with the Cub. Other than that, though, I mean, this thing's complete. Let's just get the hood off and go from there. Alright. See what we got. Let's do that. Alright, we got the hood cover pulled off, so there's a few things I want to go over here. First off, this says it's a 16 horsepower Briggs & Stratton 4-cycle engine, easy spin starting. This is not an original motor. I don't believe it is. It's either supposed to be a 9 horsepower Wisconsin or a 9 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. And yeah, so other thing, our points should be in here. Starter, I did throw some oil in the front and back. wires I gotta figure out. Spark plug does not seem that bad. A little bit of carbon buildup on there. Compression test. Nothing. So what I could tell, it's a flathead, single cylinder, 16 horsepower engine, air cooled. So compression without the spark plug in turns a little better. See, it's pushing that up. Starter might be weak also. I put my voltmeter on the battery and it's reading 12.63. But I think there's something going on in here with the cylinder or the valve, so let's tear into it and see what's going on. Luckily the gasket came out well. Some good bit of carbon built up on the top of the head there, and then a good bit of carbon built up inside, especially on top of the cylinder. Up on that, so let me get this maybe soaking in something, and let me see if this valve's not stuck. Valves are valvulating. Alright, let's take a quick time out here. So basically I put out a short yesterday of the valves and the cylinder going up and down, and there was a noise that one of my good friends picked up on, and he is a wealth of knowledge behind the scenes when I do have questions working on this stuff, because I am learning and I trust him. So there's a wheezing noise when you hit the starter. You hear that wheezing? So my buddy asked if there's an oil drain fill or an oil fill cap. Sure is right there. Take that out. It's moving much quicker, so there must be a block. There's a vent over here that comes from the head over to the air filter. That's possibly clogged up. You can see it's rotating a lot quicker. Alright, we got the hood off, and I didn't record this, but I took the PTO and stuff off the front. I had to get this all off. There's a lot of mouse houses in there, bunch of stuff, and the magneto was in there. You can see the metal is delaminating, and I did check it. There's no power going across it. So I replaced it with, I forget what this is called. You guys can let me know down in the comments section. But it gave us spark, and I got shocked pretty bad by that. But there is spark. We'll see if this thing can fire off. I do have, this will connect into here, and then you can just lay it up here, and that'll be your dead man switch. You can just tap it to ground it out. But what this does is gets rid of our points over here, so they aren't, I don't have to worry about them. Makes it a little bit modern. And the kill switch, eventually I'll wire into a switch that will just ground into the body, so you can pull it out to turn off the motor. Anyways, we're gonna see if it can fire up. Alright, let's see what this thing does. I think we're gonna have a runner. Got the battery hooked up. Let's see if it fires. Now that we have it feeding off of gas, its own fuel system, I'm interested to see if this transmission works and goes through the gears. So I'd like to jack this up and take that wheel off. This one's already off, and see if I could get them spinning here. Brake pad still works, so we got brakes. Just clean it off with some brake clean, right? I'm going to open up the garage. We're going to see if we have a transmission, any of the gears. The PTO is not hooked up, so the blades won't be spinning. Get this fired up. Let's take a look at the wheels. You guys tell me what you see. And hopefully the clutch and everything works. If not, no big deal. But the brakes all work. As you can see, the pad does grab onto that. So we'll clean that up with some brake clean. So let's see what we get. So if you made it this far in the video, we know the engine runs, the carb's actually running very good, and we have a transmission that goes through all the gears. So I have new wheels and tires for this, and I have to get a new belt for the deck and grease some fittings. But we have brakes also, huge bonus. We're coming along, getting this thing modernized. I am going to figure something out different with the fuel system a little bit. Using the tank. The tank's good, it's clean inside. I'd like to just put a regular filter and shut-off valve on it, and we'll see where it goes from there. But let me show you these wheels and tires I got. For the rear, I found that the old tires were 8/16. And the rim that matches is 16 by 6, and it's a 6-bolt pattern. These are for a John Deere, I believe, but it works on here. I'm very happy about that. The rear tires are BKTs, and they have a very nice tread on them. I think they're going to just look really good on this tractor. Now that we know it has everything in working condition, I'm willing to put this stuff on. And then I just got some lawn tread type front tires, you know, turf tires, which should fit. So that'll be our next step. We're getting there. Well, my microphone went bad, and so this is me here just talking. Anyways, we know that the engine runs. We got the transmission working, and we got the brakes stopping. I didn't want to do a part 2, but I'm waiting on some things for the wheels to get them put together. We'll get this slam back together, running, get the deck running, hopefully. I got to buy a belt for the PTO drive, and maybe even the deck. The one that's on there's, I don't think is correct. Now, some people said paint this. My objective in all this is just to get these things running, driving, working, mechanically fine. I did put a little spray paint on the rear fender there. I might do the fenders, the hood, and the seat. But even though you can just rattle can it, it's still more work than I'm willing to do. and I just want to get these flip, turn, and burn and move on to the next one. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.